Since 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic has severely impacted our everyday lives. So, let's find out how COVID-19 spreads and what practical steps you can take to keep yourself and those around you safe. SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, is highly pathogenic and has caused a lot of suffering. SARS-CoV-2 spreads through saliva and nasal respiratory discharge. Certain mutations of this virus result in new variants of concern, and some virus variants have higher rates of transmission and infection as compared to others. If COVID-19 appropriate behavior is not followed, surges of infection can recur. The virus mostly spreads through droplets and aerosols. So when an infected person exhales, speaks, sings, laughs, coughs, or sneezes, their saliva and nasal discharge are projected into the air in the form of droplets and aerosols. The heavier droplets land on the ground and surfaces around, whereas the lighter aerosols transport the virus to greater distances. These are the main transmission modes of the virus. Some people may never show symptoms and still transmit the virus. A single asymptomatic but infected person can release enough droplets to create a viral load. Symptoms can take up to 2 weeks to appear, during which time infected persons may continue to transmit the virus to others. So, always wear a mask, even around people without symptoms. Another route of propagation is by surface transmission, when infected droplets land on surfaces like door handles. If someone touches these surfaces and then their eyes, nose, or mouth, they can get infected. To prevent this, you need to disinfect such high contact points regularly. To prevent infection, wear a mask. The more secure your mask, the less is your risk for contracting the virus. Using two masks, a snug-fitting homemade cotton mask along with a surgical mask, or using a single N95 mask is the best option for protection. Double masking with a surgical plus homemade mask is as good as using an N95 mask. Poor ventilation can lead to viral buildup. Keep windows and doors open. Also, keep the air circulation active by strategically placing fans in the rooms. You can use exhaust fans and pedestal fans facing the window to create the perfect airflow. As the lack of windows or cross ventilation promotes virus accumulation, a jali with an exhaust fan can improve airflow and decrease the danger of virus transmission. It is advised that jali or air outlets with exhaust fans are installed by Gram Panchayats in homes where there is no cross ventilation. Running air conditioners in an enclosed setting traps contaminated air inside the room. Keep doors and windows open to refresh and dilute stale air inside. If possible, install exhaust fans for maximum circulation. Roof ventilators, high efficiency particulate absorbing filters, or commonly known as HEPA fan or filtration systems, are advised in places where the external air supply is limited, such as offices, auditoriums, and malls. Ensure that the filters are cleaned and replaced regularly. Keep the windows open in buses and trains when possible. Install exhaust systems in air-conditioned buses and trains. If possible, install HEPA, high efficiency particulate absorbing filters, or regular filters. Clean and replace them regularly. Hospital authorities should ensure that vaccinations and tests are performed in well-ventilated spaces. While we do our bit, we should also strengthen our front lines. Rapid antigen tests should be conducted for new entrants. Asha and Anganwadi or healthcare workers must be trained and provided with essential aids for their protection, such as a certified N95 mask. They should also be provided oximeters to monitor infected individuals. Every infected person must be given an N95 mask or at least a surgical mask. Such individuals must follow isolation protocols as per the ICMR guidelines. By following these guidelines, we can do our part to stop the transmission and crush the pandemic. Brought to you in public interest by the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India.